In homes across Southern California, families face real decisions about healthcare and about their future.
My wife and I just feel so overwhelmed. We just don't know what to do.
Medically speaking, having access to safe care protects your health and allows women to prepare for their futures.
Well, my wife and I have heard people talking, saying something like the government should decide for us.
Healthcare decisions belong to you, not politicians. For decades, America relied on protections that respected privacy and medical choice. Your body, your future, your choice.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Good afternoon, I'm just in time.
And I'm Chris P. Bacon, bringing you sizzling hot news.
Chris. Today, we're talking about crime policy and the idea of being smart on crime, a philosophy promoted by Kamala Harris. Helping people avoid repeating mistakes can be just as important as punishment.
So it's like fixing the problem before it gets worse?
Absolutely correct, Chris.
Yay!
Chris, sit down.
Okay.
And now to our field reporter, Bill Board.
Hi, I'm Bill Board. Right here we have the sheriff station located in Cerritos, California. Thank you for having me on, Justin. One example of this approach is a program called Back on Track. Back on Track focuses on job training and educational purposes for first-time nonviolent offenders.
Wow, Bill, that's really interesting. Can you tell us more about that specifically?
The program Back on Track's goal is to help repeat offenses by helping people get back on their feet and rebuilding stable lives.
Hey man, what are we supposed to, learn from all this?
Yeah, Bill, what about public safety?
Later, officials also created programs that shared crime data with the public so communities can better understand crime trends.
Bill, what is going on behind you?
Reporting outside the station. I'm Bill Board signing off. Back to you, Justin and Chris.
Well, Bill, I don't know what was going on behind you there, but
We've been Enigma News, and thank you for tuning in.
make sure to come back tomorrow for more of your daily news.
Have a great day.
Yeah,
Are we done?
that's for that one. And then we still have to do all of this for the Trump one, too. Polluted oceans. Air that cannot be breathed. These conditions are unacceptable for human life. The sheer mass of unnatural chemicals and contaminants floating in our oceans is abominable. Yet there is one woman who vows to fix this. Kamala Harris has shown that she will take action against these horrid and atrocious companies.
Tonight, U.S. foreign policy is in focus as presidential candidate Kamala Harris meets with one of our reporters to lead a discussion on global security.
The United States stands with our allies in defense of democracy and international stability.
Thank you for your time this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I've been Justin Case, and this is presidential candidate Kamala Harris.
What if the government said that you can't defend yourself? When seconds matter, help is minutes away. Kamala Harris says that civilians don't need certain weapons. In those precious seconds, this little gun could be the difference between you defending your home and you finding yourself at the pearly gates greeting St. Peter like he's the chum you've been waiting to see. Kamala Harris wants to take away your guns and defend those who break in to hurt you. Remember, when it comes to defending your home, never hesitate.
I'm a teacher, and I believe that I should be allowed to defend myself against attackers. For me personally, I do not believe that I value my stuff more than the lives of burglars. However, the second they step into my house with the intention of stealing my stuff, they have said that they value my stuff more than their life. I would rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Mr. Trump, tonight, foreign policy is our big focus, as you are running much off of that. Tell us a little bit about your foreign policy.
Well, I think some examples, the greatest examples, even, were during my last presidency. I pushed NATO to help defend. That was a smart move on my part. I've always considered myself to be smart. And I sought treaties with other nations. No one else did that. No one else did that. That was me. Another extremely smart move. I rely heavily on economic leverage. Economic leverage is the best kind of leverage, bleeding them dry, so to speak. And I've been told I'm very, very unconventional. So those are just a few of the many things that I've accomplished.
Now, Mr. Trump, you've said you'd want to protect American jobs, protect our borders, and make sure other countries treat the U.S. fairly. Do you have any comment on how you will accomplish this?
Well, let me tell you, my focus is on an America First strategy, which focuses on national security, economic stability, and great relations with other countries, the greatest.
Well, Mr. President, that appears to be all of our time today. Thank you so much for coming out to speak with us, and we look forward to hearing more from you during your campaign.
America runs on power. Power to work, power to build, power to protect our future. When energy costs go up, everything costs more. That's why we need energy independence, right here at home. Donald Trump supports American energy, cutting red tape and unleashing domestic production, so families pay less and workers earn more. Healthy forests prevent catastrophic fires. Donald Trump believes in smart environmental stewardship, better forest management, planting trees, and protecting public lands the right way. Overregulation makes it harder to do honest work. He will fight regulations that hurt farmers and builders and protect American livelihoods. Donald Trump supports reliable, affordable energy, including nuclear power, to keep America competitive and secure. The future runs on strength, innovation, and common sense. Donald Trump stands with workers, firefighters, and families, for jobs, for the environment, for American energy dominance.
Chris, sit down.
Breaking news from the border. I brought a cactus for authenticity. It's over there.
Chris.
Sorry.
Good afternoon, I'm just in time.
And I'm Chris P. Bacon, bringing you the spiciest news this side of the Rio Grande.
Today we're examining crime policies connected to President Donald Trump, particularly those related to the border enforcement.
Law and order
troops. During his presidency, Trump emphasized stronger border security and immigration enforcement as part of crime policy. Let's go to our field reporter, Bill Board.
Thank you, Justin. I'm Hurley Worley, filling in for Bill Board. Former President Trump says that building the border wall will prevent illegal drugs and crime activity from entering the United States. His administration signed into effect the First Step Act in 2018, which is a bipartisan act which expands rehabilitation programs and reduces federal prison sentences. And here's President Trump to speak about it now. President Trump, any comments about the building of the border and border security in general?
Great location, potentially the greatest location in history, truly the greatest interview location ever picked by anybody ever. The greatest.
But Mr. Trump,
Excuse me.
Oh.
Well, Hurley, is it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Strong borders, strong walls, keeps them from getting in.
And who is them exactly?
Look, Hurley, Worley, strong borders, very strong. When you stop the illegals from coming in, it's better for protection and security. Everyone here agrees.
Everybody agrees?
The evidence looks fantastic, I will say.
Well, it is one of the most debated parts of national crime policy.
I don't know why it's debated. It's the greatest policy ever written.
But Mr. Trump, some people don't understand you. They think you're weird. They think your hat's weird too. Reporting from the border front, I'm Hurley Worley. Back to you, Justin.
You know what?
And Chris.
I think you need a hat. I think that's what you need. The greatest hat ever hatted. You know, I always knew you were missing something, and now I know what it was. It was America's hat.
Back to you in the studio, Justin and Chris.
You know, there's a Whataburger 20 minutes away from here.
Chris?
Crime policy, but make it Western.
Trump's approach to crime policy often emphasized stronger enforcement and border security.
Well, the First Step Act focused on prison reform and rehabilitation programs.
Different approaches, same big debate. That's all today for Enigma News.
Stay crispy.
Stay informed.
See you next time.
I never thought something so personal could become such a big political fight. You deserve to understand Europe.
We appointed justices that helped with Roe versus Wade.
Well, that looks like a step in the wrong direction. President Trump?
And don't worry, I've thought long and hard about my abortion position. Anyone who stands against my decision is going not just against me, but also against God, the man upstairs, the big guy, the big kahuna, the greatest guy to ever guy.